were having a blast. Teenage dreams and neon screens. It was all bad, you know what I mean. Like, you know, it's like whatever, together forever. We're never gonna sever, laughing, sharing our stories clever. We'll take you back, it's like whatever.
Welcome to Like Whatever, a podcast for, by, and about Gen X. I'm Nicole, and this is my BFFF, Heather.
Hello.
So we were just chatting about our weird food cravings this week.
And we want to know if you people have the same.
Yes.
I think it's because of the way we grew up. Because I said, and we have talked about this before, I could survive like a month on a loaf of bread and butter and cheese and just make like grilled cheese. I mean, think of the many things you can make. Cheese toast, grilled cheese.
Absolutely.
Butter bread.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Toast.
Yeah. Cheese toast.
Cheese toast. I know.
Cheese toast was a big one.
Yeah.
Christine loved cheese toast.
Christine did love cheese. Yes. We had a toaster oven specifically for cheese toast. But so I said that last night for dinner, I had a cheese and mustard sandwich with white bread, of course, with red bag hers, which I know they're local to Philadelphia, so I don't know if but they're wavy.
Yes.
And they're very salty.
Yes. And I'm a blue bag hers girl. Those are the not ruffled, the flat, salty chips.
And that's how you talk about them too. They're either red bag or blue bag.
Yeah.
And I put them on my sandwich.
I used to do that as a kid. That's funny. I thought about doing it today because, like I said, I went to the grocery store and got some sweet Lebanon bologna because that used to be like a treat when I was a kid if we got that. And I love it. So I have been having that with mayonnaise and cheese. And I did actually consider putting chips on my sandwich at lunch today. But I had the baked lays and I was like, that's not going to have the same effect.
No. Well, I thought about making myself a sandwich to take to work with me today. And I was very sad that I didn't this morning. I was like, man, I should have made myself a sandwich.
Yep.
But I think that's from the way that's what I ate growing,
because we fended for ourselves.
Yeah.
So that was easy. And
I was always told, because I'm such a picky eater, that my mom made what my mom made, and she didn't make me eat it, which is probably why I'm still a picky eater. Although I know I have a touch of autism, and that's probably it. But because I wouldn't eat it doesn't matter. I would just starve to death. It was then you have to make your own, you're on your own. So I had cheese sandwiches a lot.
Yeah. Sandwiches were big in my life.
PB&J.
Yeah.
Because we do fend for yourself night.
Right. Yep. And when we used to go to my grandma's in Jersey, we would always have ham and cheese sandwiches, but they put butter on it. Ham and cheese and butter instead of mayonnaise or mustard. Yeah. It was good back then. I haven't had it in a while. It was funny. I was at a training last week and I was sitting next to a coworker, and I don't have any idea what country that she's from, but she is not native to America and she has a thick accent. And we were getting ready to have lunch and somebody was like, oh, I brought my peanut butter and jelly. And she said to me, I have never had that. She's like, I can't even fathom those two things together. That sounds horrible. I was like, you've never had a peanut butter and jelly? And she's older than me. And she was like, no, she's like, I'm not from here. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, and also that, what is it, tomato soup with, I said, grilled cheese? She's like, yes. Ugh. I don't know how those go together. It was so cute.
It's so funny you say that because I watched on TikTok, there's these two British guys and they give British seniors in high school American foods. And they gave them peanut butter and jelly, and all of them were like, I don't know about that. That doesn't even sound remotely good. And I was like, what do you mean?
That's so funny.
I know. I cannot think of anything other than chocolate that goes better with peanut butter than jelly.
I know.
But they couldn't even fathom it until they tasted it. And then they were like, oh. Okay. So I don't know if maybe their jam is not as sweet as ours.
Okay. Yeah.
nothing that they have over there is as
Right,
sweet. Ours
exactly.
is, like some of the stuff that they were giving them, Twinkies aren't even legal there because it's all processed. But it was funny. They gave them a Thanksgiving dinner. Oh my God. Those kids were just like, oh my God, this is the greatest. They gave them a cheesesteak. Oh, it was great. The one kid was like, this is the best sandwich I've ever had in my
Oh
life.
my gosh. That's so cute.
So I think it's just the way we were.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I can't imagine like my niece and nephew making like their own shit to eat.
No.
Like a peanut butter and jelly and just being like, this is dinner. It's dinner a lot of times.
Right. Yeah, I always cooked for my kids, and I made it fun and called it a free-for-all,
Yeah.
and they thought it was fun because they could eat whatever they wanted. But in order to do the free-for-all as the mom, I had to make sure there were things to choose from.
Right.
So there would be a couple nights' dinners leftovers, some frozen waffles, and, like all kinds of things so they at least had something to make. But yeah, nothing where like, this is what I made, go fix yourself something else. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I ate a lot of cereal also. I have to eat cereal before I go to bed anyway.
My daughter does the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a rule. I can't sleep without it. I also decided on my own, with nobody accepting, until I told her, I sprung it on her just now, that I think we're going to do a new segment, and we're going to like call it. So we haven't decided on a name, like hypotheticals or something like that. So then you can either get to know us better, or you can play along and think about what you would do.
Right.
So I decided that it would be whoever did not do the script this week would come up with the question. That would be me. So today's question for all of you out there also. Reincarnation is real. We'll say. I don't know.
It's hypothetical.
Yeah. What would you want to come back as? Do you want me to go first?
I do, because you told me this and I'm still like,
Okay.
not sure.
I want to come back as a dog, but not just any dog.
Okay.
I'm very specific.
Okay.
I want to come back as one of those little purse dogs, a little teeny tiny thing, and I want my owners to be two gay men.
Oh, not Paris Hilton.
No. I want two gay men
Okay.
to be my owners, and that is what I want to come back as, because I have a couple on my route, and they have. It appears to looks like a teddy bear. I don't know what kind of dog this is, but it looks like a teddy bear. And they carry it out to where it goes to the bathroom, and then they carry it back in, and they both take it out.
Oh.
I know. And then they carry it. Like, it does not touch the ground on the street, nothing. And then they bring it back in, and then they take it up in the elevator, and they say hi to me, they both take the dog out.
That is so precious.
So that nothing is treated better than a tiny purse dog owned by two gay men.
Oh, sure.
That is what I don't have to walk anywhere. I want to be carried everywhere I go and be given everything I could ever want and need.
Yeah. Yeah. I think mine's similar. I think I'd want to be a cat, but again, like with me owning it.
Yeah.
Someone who's home all the time and always wants to snuggle.
Yeah.
Or leave me alone when I want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Feeds me all the time. Scoops my poop.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good gig, right?
I think that's, I can't think of like, I wouldn't want to be any kind of wild animal.
No.
No.
I don't want to be like just any dog either. Like, I don't want to be like a husky,
Right.
Or like a working dog. I don't want to work. I've worked enough in this life that I feel like I should be pampered and taken and gotten my little haircut and, given baths, and I want to be carried everywhere.
And he eats the best food.
100%. You know that they probably make that dog food. Yep. That's what it's probably sitting at the table with them.
Yeah.
Because it does look like a teddy bear. Like, seriously. Never seen it. I need to ask him what kind of dog it is, because it does look like it should be sitting on a shelf.
Aww.
It looks just like a teddy bear. I don't know. It must be some kind of doodle. I don't know. but it's cute. And I want it. And I want to be it.
Yeah, yeah. More so to be it than to have it.
Yep.
Because it sounds like it's very high maintenance.
It might not be. It's just they make it that high maintenance. Its hair is always done. Sometimes it has a bow.
Aww.
Yeah. Clearly it's been to the groomers.
That is so cute.
That's what I want. I want to be owned by 2 gay men.
Okay. Yep.
Not sorry lesbians, but I don't want to be owned by lesbians because they seem to like make their dogs go hiking and shit.
They do.
Yeah. I don't want to hike.
And they tend to like big dogs too.
Well, I wouldn't mind being a big dog, but I don't want to have to do anything. I don't want to hike. I don't want to go to the beach. I don't want to go swimming.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do any of that. I want to be carried around in a purse.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
So, sorry, lesbians. It's just the way it is.
Oh, that was so much fun. Now I got to think of a hypothetical question for next week. I'm pretty excited about that.
Good.
This is really
I thought it would be fun. And then everybody at home
Yay.
can think about their animal or thing. It doesn't even have to be anything.
Yeah, I was thinking outside animals even. I was like, do I want to be a plant?
Or people again. I mean, I don't know who in the hell would do that. But.
No, thanks. I'm good.
If you grew up in the 80s, you remember the music, the malls, the mixtapes. But some of us also remember something else. Feeling alone, feeling unseen, trying to survive things no one should have to survive. My Hearts of Glass book series by Pat Green isn't just a love story set under neon lights. It's about survivors trying to find each other. It's about found family. It's about the kind of love that doesn't fix the past, but helps you build a future. If you've ever needed a reminder that you are not broken, that healing is possible, that love can be safe, come visit the world of Hearts of Glass Living in a Real World and its sequel, Hearts of Glass Fade Away and Radiate. Find the books, paperback, ebook, or audiobook on patgreenauthor.com. Because your story did not end in the 80s. It's still being written.
I did learn a cool fact this week. I don't remember where I saw it, but back in the 80s,
Yes.
Charlie Brown's sister, Sally.
Sure.
Do you know who voiced her?
I don't.
Fergie
Really?
of the Black Eyed Peas.
Well,
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
I thought that was a very interesting fact.
Sure delicious.
Yep. And there was something, I remember. So we always talk about how stupid murderers are.
Yes.
And all the dumb stuff they do.
Yeah.
And one of the dumb things that they do is Google what they need to do to murder somebody.
Right.
So I'm watching a murder show the other day, and it took place, I don't know how long ago. It was a while ago, but there were libraries, so whatever time period that would be. Anyway, this lady poisons her husband and kills him. But before she did, she went to the library and checked out 4 books on poisonous plants. So it was early day. Google. And
Can't
getting
do
caught.
that.
And that's how they caught her, because they
Can't do
found
that.
out that she had checked out these books.
There's a lady on TikTok that that she does this skit where her husband's like, "What would you rat me out if I killed somebody?" And she shuts all the blinds in the house and she's like, "Not here." And she's like, "Let's get in the car." And they go for a drive and she was like, "Where is it now?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "Did you dump it yet? Is it sitting somewhere? Where is it? How did you do it?" And he was like, "I said if." And she's like, "Where is it?" And she was like, "Is it in the water? Did we have to go? We got to get it. We got." And she's going through all this stuff. And he's like, "You're a psycho. What is wrong with you?" And she's like, "Does that answer your question?" And he was like, "Yeah." It's really funny.
That is so cute. I wish I liked watching videos. They sound fun.
Oh, they are. TikTok's great.
Yeah.
It's a great time waster.
Yeah.
Especially like I'm into like all the little skits. So there's like this waitress that I follow and she does like restaurant skits and I feel like people watch those and are like, "Yeah, okay." And I'm like, "Nope, that 100% happens." I know that for a fact.
Yep. Seen it myself.
Yep. Yep. Like one today was like, well, the lady ordered a salad with no cheese and then ordered chicken Alfredo and she wanted ranch on the salad and then kept going on and how great that non-dairy Alfredo was. And the lady's like, that's not non-dairy. And she was like, I told you I didn't want cheese. How did you not know I didn't want dairy? And I was like, that 100% happens.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe you just don't like cheese on your salad.
Yeah.
And who doesn't know that Alfredo has cream in it?
Well, she thought it was all non-dairy. Because when she told the waitress that she didn't want cheese, she assumed that the waitress knew that she didn't eat dairy. Yeah.
When's the last time you were in a restaurant that had non-dairy
Nowhere.
Alfredo?
No, unless it's a specialized, like vegan.
Right, which we don't go to. So
No,
we don't.
I'm sorry.
We have not been in a restaurant that has done
Vegans
that.
are great people, but I would eat them first. They probably taste like cow.
Yeah,
They eat what cows eat.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly. They
they're
wouldn't be
probably
gristly.
yummy. Slow roasted.
Anything's good if you cook it in the slow cooker with the
That's a
right
good point.
marinade.
That's a good point. And I saw somewhere that because we're Americans are so fat and
How
lazy,
fat are they?
so fat that our thighs are becoming marbleized. And I was like, oh, I know. I got that mental note. Take the thigh first. Marbleize. Melt that fat down.
Oh, Lord.
I know.
All right.
Get the serious business.
Yeah, right. Okay, so like, share, rate, review. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find us on all the socials at Like Whatever Pod. We're on YouTube at Like Whatever. You can send an email to likewhateverpod@gmail.com. And you can check out our website at likewhateverpod.com.
You can do all of those things.
Yes. And please reach out on one of those and let us know what you would be reincarnated as. Yes. And obviously you can get very specific.
Yeah,
Heather.
I did.
Yes, she did. So this week we're going to fuck around. She doesn't even know this
don't
yet.
know.
We're fucking around and finding out about some grunge songs.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I gotta say, I had writer's block this week. I don't know if podcasters get writer's block,
I
but
think they do.
just nothing. I have a list the length of my arm in my phone of topics, and none of them were jumping out at me. But talking about music is always good, so
Let's do it.
yeah, it is fun. And I listen to grunge all the way down here to get ready.
I get asked all the time, well, what are you going to do when you run out of topics? And I'm like, well, I don't think that we will, because like you could literally just go and
You can talk about anything.
anything.
Yeah.
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 Over the last like 50, 60 years. So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
so fear not.
Or even older.
Or anything.
If it's
We could literally
relevant
talk
to-
about anything we want.
You can make anything Gen X.
It's our podcast.
Exactly.
And we're Gen X. So
Yeah. You know what I realized that one of us could do a script on is the Long Island Killer, the one that's,
they just got.
yeah. He started in the 90s.
Yeah.
That makes him Gen X to me.
Yeah.
I think we should we should do us
You know, I love true crime.
We
So
should do us a true crime just for shits and giggles.
I just did one a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago.
that is true.
The truth. Every few weeks we have to bring a true crime in.
It's just so much fun. All right. So my our sources this week were AmericanSongwriter.com and SongMeaningsAndFacts.com. So what I did was I just kind of went through really my playlist on Spotify.
Oh God, it's all Pearl Jam.
That's the funny thing is because I love you so much, I did not do a single Pearl Jam song.
Oh my God.
I was like, for Heather's sake, we all know Pearl Jam. I don't need to talk
For the
about
love
Pearl
of
Jam.
God. 10. She had 10 on repeat.
Literally.
It was either that or the soundtrack of Cats.
Or Enya.
I don't remember Enya. I just
Okay.
remember
That was more
10.
when I was alone, relaxing.
Yeah, and Cats.
I almost did Even Flow by Pearl Jam because we have a connection to that song and a friend who used to love to sing it when he got high.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? And he only knew the words even flow. So he would just sit there and sing even flow over and over again.
Yep.
Alrighty. So anyway, yes, I went through my playlist. I found some songs that I like, and I looked them up just to like see what they mean. This wasn't as easy of a task as you would think because a lot of grunge songs are about the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't do any Alice in Chains because they're all about drugs. Same thing with I can't remember the name of the band, but the do 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 do.
Oh yeah, Semi-Time. Yeah.
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 All their songs are about drugs.
Is that 311?
No, it's. I can't believe I can't remember
I
it.
can't either.
So here
Third Eye Blind.
Third Eye Blind. It had a 3 in it. You were right. All right. So here are some key characteristics of grunge music.
Oh boy.
The music style is a fuse of heavy metals, slow tempos, and sludgy riffs with punk's raw energy.
Okay. Did you see what I was wearing today? I even though I didn't know
you wore
I
flannel.
got my flannel because
Yay.
I bought this flannel. I bought a flannel a couple weeks ago. No, over in October, which was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that.
For my costume.
Oh yeah.
And then I forgot how great flannels were. So then I bought this black and white one.
I know. I've been
And
serious.
I wear it every day.
I've been seriously thinking about bringing back the long sleeve T-shirt under the short sleeve
I do it
T-shirt
all the time. I still
miss
do it.
It was such a comfortable
It is.
way to dress.
And I still do it at work. In the wintertime,
Yeah.
I still wear a long sleeve shirt under.
I need to get back to that.
And I also have on a tank top under the shirt.
Ooh. Do I have on a tank today? I don't. All right. The sound is heavily distorted electric guitars, often using sludgy riffs, combined with dynamic shifts between quiet verses and loud, explosive choruses.
Even flow.
The vocals are ranging from mumbled and melancholic to screaming or growling, reflecting emotional turmoil.
We're all so sad.
Yeah. Angst was a big thing back then. The lyrics often focus on themes of social alienation, apathy, self-doubt, depression, and distrust of authority.
Fuck the man.
And the production known for a raw garage band quality rather than polished mainstream sounds.
Yeah.
So that is your
Legal
definition.
Legal definition of grunge.
It was funny because I kept Googling. I'd be like, what's the meaning behind blah, 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 blah. And every time it was like angst, depressing. And I'm like, yes, I know. So I had to actually go through a lot of songs to find ones that weren't all about the same thing. But I think I still got some in here.
And that's like going through Morrissey songs trying to find one that's not sad.
Yeah, self-loathing is another big theme. All right, so the first song is In Bloom by Nirvana. So Nirvana was, kind of like an underground band, obviously.
Yeah.
Grungy.
Grunge.
Yeah. So the underground shows were soon populated with jocks and shallow mainstream types. And Kurt Cobain.
The norms. The normies.
Yep. And Kurt Cobain wrote In Bloom in reaction to the jocks in the crowd. Then came the mass hysteria that followed the release of Nirvana's second album, Nevermind. The brilliant irony is that the tune is so catchy that millions of people actually do sing along to it. In Bloom arrived when Nirvana was still signed to an independent label, but its earworm hook proved to be prescient? Huh?
Prescient.
Anyway.
Okay.
Of the extraordinary fame ahead of them. Yeah, I think prescient. As Nirvana grew in popularity, Cobain watched the clubs fill with individuals he opposed. He couldn't control who liked his band, and certainly not the kind of scales he'd soon face. So he wrote a chorus mocking the machismo he spotted, perhaps enjoying a little schadenfreude watching them sing along.
I love that word.
I know. So the chorus is, he's the one who likes all our pretty songs, and he likes to sing along, and he likes to shoot his gun, but he knows not what it means. Yep, knows not what it means.
It's the same for me as the people that sing, not Alice in Chains. Oh my God. It's the same as the people who sing Rage Against the Machine, but don't realize what machine they're raging against.
Exactly.
And they just want to sing the fuck you, I won't do what you tell me, but they forgot the other parts of the song.
It's like me in the second grade walking home from school singing, we don't need no education.
Yeah.
I thought I was a badass too at 7 years old. Yeah, so I guess shocking, Kurt Cobain was bullied in school.
Get out of here.
So these guys that were coming to his shows were the same guys that were bullying him in high school.
I don't believe it for a second.
The band wore dresses in the music video to further antagonize the guys he viewed as homophobic. Director Kevin Kersley created a parody of The Ed Sullivan Show where Nirvana appears as a wholesome pop group smiling and playing their safe music for the screaming teens. Then the clip shifts to Nirvana trashing the stage in dresses. And it was one of my favorite videos of the 90s.
What a wild time to be alive. If you think about like the 80s and 90s, like there's so much bullshit right now over gender neutral and gender this, and everybody gets bent out of shape because this guy wears a dress. And meanwhile, we had David Bowie, and we had, Adam Ant, and we had Boy George. We had all of them, and they were all wearing dresses.
I think that about so many things, and it's just so ridiculous how people just continue to think these stupid thoughts. Like, people complain about how girls dress nowadays.
Yeah.
And especially like teenage girls.
Yes.
And why do their mothers let them dress like that? If you look back in the 20s, any era really, there are very scantily clad women everywhere all the time.
All the time.
That's how we have always dressed.
I mean, low-rise jeans, if that doesn't, that you were scantily clad if you bent over.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everything's been short, everything's been tight, everything's been revealing. It's always been that way.
It's cloth, people. It's cloth. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a body.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah, exactly. Actually,
if you don't want to look at it, don't look at it.
I almost got in a conversation, but I nipped it in the bud last week. I was at a high school event, like a career fair, and one of the people I was there with started to make a comment because I was like, oh my God, that girl's outfit is so cute. Like, I would kill to be that young again and get to be able to dress like that. Like, they look so adorable. And there was this one girl you would have loved. Her hair was parted in the middle and longer than shoulder length, and one half was black and the other half was like that fluorescent yellow green. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, I love your hair. She's like, thank you. Like, she was so excited. But yeah, so they started to say something negative about the girls, and I'm like, I'm just glad they changed. They don't really have a dress code for kids anymore. Like, your shorts have to go down to your fingertips, and you can't have your belly sticking out. Or I'm like, that's how girls dress. Like, teach your boys to behave themselves.
Thank you.
Not teaching our girls that they have to
put
cover
more
up.
clothes on.
Right. They're dressing
your boy can walk around without a shirt on all day long.
Exactly.
And his shorts hanging down to where you can see his treasure trail.
Yep.
But meanwhile, everybody freaks out if a girl wears a tank top that's not 3 fingers wide.
Right. Or shows a little bit of her belly.
Yeah. Get over it.
Exactly.
Teach your boys not to
be gross.
Yeah. Teach your boys not to rape. How about that?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, bassist Chris Novoselic told Rolling Stone the earliest version of In Bloom sounded like Bad Brains. But then Kurt went home and he hammered it. He kept working on it. Then he called me on the phone and said, listen to this song. He started singing it on the phone. You could hear the guitar. It was the In Bloom of Nevermind, more of a pop thing. In the band's early days, Novoselic said they listened to the Beatles, the Smithereens, and heavy metal. We had one tape we listened to in the van. This was before we recorded Bleach, he said. On one side was the Smithereens. On the other side was the heavy metal band Celtic Frost. That tape was always getting played, turned over and over again. I think back now and go, yeah, maybe that was an influence. It's like me and 10. Still signed to Sub Pop, Nirvana recorded In Bloom in 1990 with producer Butch Vig at his Smart Studios in Madison, Wisconsin. The first recording was part of a demo tape used to court major record labels. It featured Chad Channing on drums, and the band filmed a music video for the song in New York City. In 1991, they re-recorded In Bloom at Sound City Studios in Van Nuys, California, with their new drummer, Dave Grohl.
I've heard of him.
The arrangement on Nevermind is similar to the Smart Studio demo, with Grohl mostly replicating what Channing had played. Grohl's backing vocals feature prominently on the second version. The high harmonies and Cobain's double-tracked lead voice gave Nirvana its pop sheen. However, Cobain avoided the glossy veneer of Nevermind on this band's Steve Albini Records follow-up, In Utero. He, like Albini, wanted to present the band as raw as possible. Novoselic called Nevermind a safe record and said it's a pop album with heavy guitars. Pop, of course, is short for popular, and Nevermind was a massive commercial success. Nirvana unwittingly led a wave of culture-shifting grunge bands.
Yeah.
But part of the shift included enormous audiences full of kinds of people who bullied Cobain in high school. He couldn't stop it, so he did the thing that got him there in the first place. He wrote another anthem. So that is where In Bloom came from.
Lovely.
All right. My next one is Feel the Pain by Dinosaur Jr.
Oh.
Do you remember this one?
Nope.
Okay. Do you want to pause and listen to it before I start talking about it? All right. So we're all caught up?
Yep.
Okay. Dinosaur Jr.'s Feel the Pain isn't merely a track that reverberates with the distorted echoes of the 90s alternative scene. It's a sonic journey through the human psyche. Ooh. The song, a standout track from their 1994 album Without a Sound, weaves a tapestry of emotional disconnect, capturing a feeling that resonates deeply with the era's sense of individualism and the zeitgeist of Generation X. I almost couldn't read era, so that's how tired my brain is.
It's a very tiring time right now.
It really is. And the allergy thing.
Oh my God.
Ay,
Good
oy
Lord.
vey.
It just needs to rain like heavy.
It does.
And get the shit out of
It
here.
needs to rain so bad.
Everything is yellow right now.
It is. And we're in a drought.
It's just, it's too much.
One day we're going to turn this into a weather podcast.
Right.
We talk a lot about the weather.
I mean, we have weird weather here.
We do. The declarative repetition, I feel the pain of everyone, then I feel nothing, serves as both a mantra and a paradox, inviting a deeper exploration of the song's lyrical content. Through its grunge-infused riffs and plaintive vocals, Feel the Pain asks questions about empathy, isolation, and the human condition, areas often left uncharted in the landscape of rock lyrics. Although I'm pretty sure I just said that all grunge songs have all those things in them. But anyway,
That's why I like
different points of view.
I think that's probably why I identify. I love isolation. I am built for isolation.
Yeah. I really am too. I got home Friday after work. I don't think I left the house until yesterday.
You lucky son of a bitch.
I stayed home Saturday and Sunday for the weekend. Monday's a work from home day and I did not have to leave. Tuesday's a work from home day, but I did have to leave.
I think to myself, I wish I was doing something, but I don't know why I think that. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm sad because I'm not speaking to anyone. But then I'm like, but I don't want to speak to anyone. Like, I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm supposed to do these things. Like, I'm supposed to want to have human interaction. And then I'm supposed to want to, hang out with people because other people want to hang out with people. But when push comes to shove and somebody's like, hey, we're going out to dinner. Do you want to go? And I'm like, no. No, I don't. I do not. But then I sit at home and I'm like, oh, man, I'm kind of bored. I should do things. And then when someone brings me the opportunity, I'm like, no.
Or even just sitting at home, I'll be like, all right, I have all day to get something done. And then around about 4, I'm like, day shot. I might as well just sit here and keep watching TV.
Yep. Well,
there's no
that
time
day
to
is
do
gone.
anything now. Yeah, I am super good at being lazy.
Yeah, me too.
Super good. I did get a lot done this weekend around the house, like cleaning and laundry and all that fun stuff.
I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I think that I think it's what I think I'm lonely, but I'm not. I think I just think I'm supposed to be lonely.
It's funny. I had a similar conversation with my therapist during our last session, because when I mentioned a few weeks ago, I'm going through a divorce. And when I first left, I felt like I needed to figure out who I am and what I want to do. And so I made all these grand plans. I'm going to go walking on nature trails, and I'm going to join a yoga class, and I'm going to do this and that. And then I realized I really don't want to do those things. They're always just things I was like, man, if I could, I would do this and that. And when it really comes down, I took a few walks in the woods and I was like, meh,
Yeah.
this is boring.
Yeah. I'd rather be sitting at home. And that's what happens to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to do things because I'm supposed to, because I think I would like to talk to people. And then I go and like one person and I'm like, oh yeah, this is awful. No, this is not what I want to be doing. I wish I was at home right now. So I don't know where I want to be. I don't know what that means about me that I can't make up my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like I understand that, like, or a friend I haven't seen in a while. I should connect and we should go. And then I'm like,
I know. I think all the time. I think, you know what, Nicole and I should go do that. And I'm like,
oh yeah,
I don't want to do that.
I know. I do that all the time too.
I was thinking, well, we could meet in Rehoboth. I don't want to drive all the way back up to Rehoboth.
I think about it on days when we record early on the way down. I'm like, oh, we can go get dinner afterwards.
I think about it too.
And then we get done. I'm like, I just want to go home and sit on my couch.
And that's why we're best friends.
Exactly.
For 30 years.
Yes. We are very different in a lot of ways, but we are the same in the ones that count. We are very good not spending any time together.
We say we should spend more time together a lot.
Yeah, we do. We do.
But with them, we're like, but we don't actually want to. So
yeah, exactly. Too much energy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Where was I? This refrain echoes the sentiment of a generation disillusioned by the promises of a pre-millennial world, where the rapid influx of information made bearing the weight of global suffering a near daily occurrence. Jay Mascis, the mastermind behind the band, taps into this collective numbness, a defense mechanism against the onslaught of universal agony. When Mascis sings, "Is it up to me? You won't wait to see," there's an underlying conflict between personal agency and fatalism. This aspect of the song touches on the theme of control in one's life and relationships, where actions seem futile against the overarching storyline of existence. The resignation in his voice underscores a sense of helplessness that is further amplified by the idea that the decision to stick around to confront the outcomes isn't solely in the individual's hands. The song probes whether there's truly captains of our destiny or merely passengers along for the ride.
Huh. Should be our next hypothetical.
For your turn. Take your turn.
I did take my turn.
We'll wait for your turn. Feel the pain delves deeper than a cursory cry of distress, encapsulating the complex layers of modern alienation. The music builds a bridge between individualistic narratives, and collective experiences, suggesting that perhaps understanding each other's pain is the first step toward alleviating our own.
Boo.
Boo. I have my own. I have enough of my own pain. I don't need anybody else's.
I don't need your pain. Just go deal with your own pain on your own time.
Go sit on your couch and do nothing. Yeah. It's good for you.
Yeah. Go deal with it that way, like the rest of us. Just push it down like the rest of us. Yes. And eat. Stress eating is really helpful. Yep.
In this interpretation, the song becomes an ode to connection through disconnection. Feeling everything so intensely leads to an inevitable burnout, a withdrawal we experience in self-preservation, which inadvertently unites us in our shared sense of isolation. The line "screwed us both again, about as close as you dare," hint at the betrayal and trust issues that are frequently revisited themes in Dinosaur Jr.'s music. Coupled with the song's grungy undertones, these lines resonate with listeners who have felt let down by those within their innermost circles.
That's why you got to get rid of the inner circle.
Yeah.
No circles.
Right back to the alone on the couch thing.
You don't need circles.
The fear of getting too close, of being vulnerable to another's reckless whims, can be felt viscerally in the music, providing a cathartic release for anyone who has encountered such relational turmoil. These closing lines bring a rawness to the song's conclusion, offering a plea for integrity in a world muddled with conceived motives and hidden agendas. Man, it's like he wrote this song for today.
No.
The appeal to keep it clean serves as both a call for transparency and a yearning for a simpler approach to our interactions. With its evocative guitar work and earnest vocals, the song leaves us with a lingering aftertaste of what it means to live authentically amidst the chaos of human emotion and connection. It's a stark reminder that even the messiest feelings have their place in the spectrum of what it means to feel alive. That would have been a great lead into Alive by Pearl Jam. But I spared you Pearl Jam.
Thank God.
I intentionally did that.
I'm still alive.
Plus, you want to talk about songs that are full of angst and self-loathing.
We don't need to hear any Pearl Jam. No Pearl Jam today.
All right, my next song is
Not Pearl Jam. Woo!
Nearly Lost You by the Screaming Trees.
I do know this one.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
We don't have to pause for her to listen. Amidst the grunge revolution of the early 90s, Screaming Trees' Nearly Lost You surfaced as an anthem of perseverance and emotional turmoil. There we go again with these themes. Mm-hmm. The rich tapestry of the lyrics, coupled with Mark Lanigan's gritty and impassioned delivery, takes listeners on a journey through the shadowy forest of the human psyche. As the track drives forward with a sense of urgency underscored by Gary Lee Connor's guitar riffs, it beckons us to peel back its layers. It's time to dive deep into the echoing cries and the haunting sins as we explore the profound musings encapsulated in this timeless piece. The repeated motif of a distant cry reverberates throughout Nearly Lost You, hinting at the inescapability of the past. But it's more than mere reminiscence. It's a siren song that lures the protagonist back to their sin. This evocative language steers us toward the interpretation that this sin could be a metaphor for past mistakes, old habits, or a life once led and nearly abandoned, a haunting reminder that the old self is never entirely lost.
Yep, no matter where you go, there you are.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You can move all over the country, but until you fix that person you were, it's going to come right back.
Preach. The mention of the one you knew before adds layers of complexity, suggesting a confrontation with one's own history or a relationship that's seen the ebbs and flows of trial and tribulation. This confrontation carries the weight of self-reflection and the potential for renewal. The chorus chants an anthem of closeness to loss. I nearly lost you there. It's a confession, almost whispered, written with the tension of what could have been. The loss the song suggests isn't merely physical, it's intimate, existential. The song deftly explores how close we can come to losing someone, which in turn shapes our identity, our path, and the course of our relationships. Yeah, I connected with this one a little bit. The repetition of this song sears the message into the listener's mind. Near misses can be as transformative as direct hits. They can usher us into a reaffirmation of bonds or a renewed understanding of ourselves, force us to reckon with the precariousness of the connections that forge our world. The lyrics mobilize the imagery of a journey with drag me far enough to know I'm blind every mile that you burn. Here, screaming trees venture into the realm of the traveler's tale, where each mile unfolds an expansive narrative of the soul's odyssey. The rider that's fallen is vivid and visceral. It points to failure to a stumble that occurs despite the forward march. There's an embrace of the unknown in the acknowledgement of blindness, a willingness to push on even without sight, and encapsulates the essence of a profound, if somewhat fraught, personal evolution that recognizes the cost of progress. The switch from distant cry to distant lie is more than a mere play on words. It introduces the theme of deceit, whether self-deception or external forces of untruth. This lyric pivot challenges the listener to change or to question the nature of the calls that pull at our consciousness. Are they genuine, or are they masquerades of deeper fears and desires?
Ooh.
Another, what would you rather?
You know, it's funny because I have seen a lot of people saying that menopause is you becoming who you were when you were a teenager, but loving her this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Yep. And not just don't give a fuck. Like, because you just don't give a fuck at this point.
Right now, we don't give a fuck. Back then, we just were who we were.
Yeah.
We didn't know the world and what was what was in store for us. And we were just our authentic selves. But now, definitely back to authentic selves.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was always meant to be alone.
Me too.
The line, well, let's try to sleep now, invokes a sense of weariness after battle. It's an attempt to find peace after the chaos, to reclaim a semblance of normalcy. These select phrases encapsulate the core sentiment of the human condition, our battles, our close calls, and our undying quest for solace amongst the storms. Ain't that the truth, though, man? Like, it's just one storm after another.
It just doesn't end.
It really doesn't.
Nope. Till sweet, sweet death. Then is when the real fun starts. Mm-hmm. When you become a gay man's dog. Mm-hmm. And you get carried everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting that out there into the energies that you might get that.
I hope so.
Like, how did the universe know that's what you wanted if you didn't say it? You know,
Good point.
It can be like, okay, we know what we're doing with our one.
Good point.
All right, the next one is by a band that I've always loved, even though I can't stand her either. So this is Doll Parts by Hole.
Oh, I love this song.
Yes. I love Hole. And I hate Courtney Love so much.
Yeah.
Like, I adore her, but she's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song is awesome. Actually, I've been listening to a lot of Hole lately, like the past month. I don't know why, but Miss World and Violet. Oh my gosh, so many good ones. All right. In 1991, Sonic Youth's Kim Gordon co-produced Hole's debut album. Pretty on the Inside was the first musical introduction to Courtney Love, who had a brief stint singing for Faith No More in the early 1980s, and later appeared in a small acting role, including Alex Cox's Sid and Nancy in 1986, and Straight to Hell with the Clash's Joe Strummer in 1987. The album had moderate success while Love began dating Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain and gave birth to their daughter Frances Bean a year later, which, again, I know we've said it before, but Frances Bean and Tony Hawk's son getting married is the most Gen X thing that could
ever happen.
Ever possibly happen.
100%.
Like their baby will come out wearing a flannel and skater shoes. Within 3 years after Pretty on the Inside, Love, along with Hole co-founder and guitarist Eric Erlandson, started composing the band's second offering, Live Through This. Released in 1994, the same year as Cobain's death, Live Through This featured a number of top 20 hits, along with the band's breakout single Doll Parts, which peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart. In a bathroom during a friend's house party in Cambridge, Massachusetts, Love said she wrote Doll Parts in 20 minutes. I had to write most of the lyrics on my arm in Sharpie as I ran out of paper. People were pounding on the door as I wrote it. It was played for the first time about an hour later at the Virgin Megastore in Boston. Love recorded Doll Parts for the first time in November of 1991 for an acoustic performance on John Peel's BBC show Peel Sessions, and later admitted that the song leaned on some of the aches and pains she felt early on in her relationship with Cobain. It was about a boy whose band had just left town, who I'd been sleeping with, who I heard was sleeping with 2 other girls, explained Courtney in an Instagram post in 2020. It was my way of saying, you're a fucking idiot if you don't choose me, and here's all the desire and fury and love that I feel for you.
That really didn't go very well, though. Kind of ended badly.
Love ended with good songs don't always come in 20 minutes, but the force was strong, and that one did. Anyway, I married that guy.
You sure did.
for a spell.
Yup.
Is there any more information?
They refused to reopen the case.
That's it.
Yep. Yep.
But why?
Don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Something had to have been covered up.
100%.
So in like 50 years, are they allowed to release it? Isn't that when
eventually
most contracts end?
Well, no, it's not that. It's that they say there's no evidence to spark a reinvestigation. So somebody has to come with case closed evidence to reopen it, that it was not suicide.
Gotcha. So it's like overturning a call.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
Once they've made the call, it's really hard
to overturn. Yeah. You gotta come with some evidence.
I feel like you told me evidence though that should.
There is some, but they say it's not enough.
Let's cover up.
It looks that way.
Yeah. All right. Before we do the next song, we are going to do Nicole's diary.
Oh yeah, Nicole's diary.
Nicole's diary.
Play music.
Nicole's diary, pure delight. We're laughing through her teenage flight. So grab your snacks and brace your soul. This middle school madness out of control.
All right. This week in Nicole's 1984 diary, we are on May 30th. It is a Wednesday. Last week we were on May 16th, a Wednesday.
Oh my God, we're skipping days.
Yeah, this is so me. My therapist had me start a journal 9 months ago, and I've written in it maybe 5 times.
I can't do journals. I
can't. I try.
Yeah, I try to.
It doesn't feel natural to me.
Me either.
Sometimes I'll have a thought and I'll be like, all right, I'll write this down. So I'll write it down. And then I sit there and try to force myself to think of other things to write. And then I'm just like, but I've only written 3 sentences. So I'm like, this is dumb.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. But luckily I have a therapist who, she knows me and she's like, all right, if this isn't going to work, let's not do it.
Yeah.
And she really loves that. I hate Hallmarky, way to go, good for you kind of crap. And she'll be like, I know you hate this, but I've noticed this and you're doing well. And I'm like, whatever. Don't care.
Shut up.
Still don't feel great. All right, cool. All right, Wednesday, May 30th, 1984. Today was, I wrote okay and scratched it out.
It was not okay then.
And then I said awful day.
Oh, God.
And I spelled awful. Mind you, I was 11.
I still can't spell it, so.
ALFALL.
I mean, good enough for me.
I sounded it out, that's for sure. Everything went wrong.
Heard.
To begin with, it was raining.
There you go.
Next, Dawn was absent. You know somebody was absent. Then there was an eclipse that was going to happen where the moon passed over the sun, and it was too cloudy to see it.
I remember that. Oh, my God. I remember that.
That's awesome.
I remember getting the glasses. I do remember that.
Yay.
I remember. And we couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember.
It sucked. Ruined my whole day.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happened now. Last, I was going to ask Mike to go with me, and he said no.
What the Mike?
Right? Seriously? How could you say no to this? The only thing that went right was I got my yearbook.
That is good news.
It was just one of those days.
It's just one of those days.
Rough
You
day.
just want to
on
break
May 30th.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Rough day. Just one. Yeah, you're right. It was definitely a Limp Bizkit kind of day. That's awesome. You remember that eclipse, though.
I do. I very much remember that eclipse. And I very much remember the glasses. Because I didn't have the glasses. And so we made the little cups. And you made the cup so that you could see it.
Pinhole in it.
Yeah. But it was cloudy. So we didn't get to see it.
Yep. Yep.
I very much remember
See,
that.
it ruined your day, too.
It did. I would have written in my journal that it was just devastatingly awful.
Awful.
Yeah. I would have spelled awful just as badly. I still would spell awful just as badly. I just avoid the word because I have no idea how to spell it. And I'm okay with that. Just like when I go play blackjack, at this point, I used to be very self-conscious about not being able to do math fast. Now, I don't care. And I'm like, I don't know how many is that. I don't get paid to do math. You do. So tell me how many that is. Now,
How many more I need?
Yeah. Now, nope. I don't want to spell things. If I can't spell it, then I can't spell it. Too bad. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Get
for
over
sure.
it.
I will definitely change a word if I can't figure out how to
Yep.
spell it.
I don't care.
And sometimes I can't spell it so much that autocorrect can't figure it out.
They're like, what the
And
hell are
I
you
will
trying?
spell it like 4 or 5 different ways, and not. It's like,
Then
no,
we just gotta
sorry,
move
dude.
on.
Yeah, we're just not even going to write that down at all.
Yep. The same problem.
All right, my next song is "Been Caught Stealin" by Jane's Addiction.
I have a love-hate relationship with Jane's Addiction.
Do you? I can understand that. I get it. Why?
Yeah.
Do you have a reason?
I have many reasons that, one, I do not wish to discuss at this point. But
Okay. Yep.
I just...
But like back in the day, how did you feel about Jane's Addiction?
I just was... I had a love-hate with him. Mm-hmm. It's Perry, I think I have the issue with.
He's hard to love,
Yeah.
but he's also pretty amazing.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about. I think it's the same thing. I think my issue with Jane's Addiction is the same thing I have with Nirvana. And you too. It's that I'm supposed to like them. But I don't.
Yeah.
But I know every word to every song.
Right. I got you.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I think that's it. Like
That's how I feel about Mariah Carey.
I just flat out don't like Mariah Carey. I do know every word to every song.
Exactly. And I feel like I should like her, and I can't stand her.
Do you know who recently I have come to appreciate a little bit more and have been listening to more of, and I don't know why. I do know why, kind of, because
Sabrina Carpenter.
no, there was a TikTok going around and it was her, but Celine Dion.
Really?
I'm sorry, but I love Celine.
I can't jump on board with that.
I love her.
have never ever liked her.
I just have a new. I think it was also when she did the carpool karaoke. She's fucking hilarious. Every time she does, she's fucking funny. She does, like, she will make fun of herself. Watch the carpool karaoke she's with, or is it that one or the other one?
Okay.
Whatever one she's hilarious.
All right. We'll see.
She is.
I
She's
can't
funny.
stand her music. All right. An anthemic ode to kleptomania, or a deeper dissection of consumerist culture. Jane's Addiction, Been Caught Stealing, is a song that straddles the divide between brazen rock and roll rebellion and a satirical swipe at society's materialistic cravings. The track, emblematic of the early 90s alt-rock explosion, veils a complex tapestry of meaning beneath its surface-level glorification of shoplifting. I really do love this song. The song's unabashed honesty, coupled with a raucous blend of funk and punk, catapulted it into the annals into Uranus. The annals of
That's where I would like to send it.
of music history. We're diving into the intricate layers of Been Caught Stealing, optimizing your understanding of this seemingly straightforward track that has managed to perplex and thrill audiences for decades. At first listen, the song's lyrics read like a confession booth diary entry, a shoplifting spree recollected with a sense of pride. The narrator not only boasts about the act, but declares an unapologetic adoration for the thrill it provides. This attitude taps into a primordial part of the human psyche, reveling in the chaotic energy of breaking the rules. Yet, this isn't a simple glorification of crime. It's a glimpse into a persona that finds freedom outside society's norms. The act of stealing becomes an act of rebellion, of taking control in a world where individuals often feel powerless against the machine of commerce and prescribed social order. Been Caught Stealin' could be heard as a sardonic laugh at the heart of capitalist culture. While the actions described are plainly illegal, the inherent critique is of a society that stokes endless desire. The characters in the song exhibit a sense of entitlement to the objects of their lust, reflecting the consumer mantra of ownership equaling happiness. Furthermore, the song can be interpreted as an assault against the very concept of possession. By asserting that if they get by, it's mine, the lyrics challenge the listener to reconsider the value we place on material goods and the lengths we are willing to go to in order to acquire them. What truly makes the song relatable to many is not the act of stealing itself, but the recognition of an inner urge to sidestep the rules.
I never have that urge.
Okay. The protagonist of the song...
I love rules.
Yeah, okay. The protagonist of the song doesn't steal out of necessity, but for sheer joy of it, the adrenaline rush that accompanies the act of taking something undetected. The lyrics capture a universal feeling, the itch to rebel against expected behavior, an experience that goes beyond age, upbringing, or morality. It's a poetic encapsulation of the momentary lapse that anyone at some point in their lives can appreciate, if not endorse. Have you ever had the urge to steal?
I did steal once.
Mm-hmm. Were you a little kid?
Maybe middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I stole a sweater from Benetton.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a good one.
I know.
I used to, like back in my early 20s, I had that little klepto thing going on. Like I'd go to Walmart and accidentally leave the toilet paper on the bottom of the cart, where the cashier couldn't see it, where you could innocently be like, oh my God, I totally didn't see it, if they said anything. But I usually got away with it. Not that I did it a lot, but there was a thrill to it, though. Like,
I have a friend who is a kleptomaniac.
Yeah.
And she does it at Walmart. And I keep saying, you should do it at Walmart. Walmart's a bad place
watch
to do it.
any true crime.
Yeah.
They record everything.
Yeah. Don't steal from Walmart. They know.
Yeah, I think they have like cops and everything in those places.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Claire's or somewhere.
She to the point where I don't think she listens. She'll buy a plant and she'll shove stuff down in the dirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is a thing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, there are.
A Winona Ryder.
Yes, I was going to say there are people with money.
Yeah. I do it just for the thrill.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Luckily, that phase passed, and I never got arrested. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm good. Yeah. I don't
As
know
much
what
as
made
I
me
like
do it.
stuff, I can't do it.
I didn't feel good about it.
I didn't feel good about it
I
either.
just.
Even from a major corporation like Benetton.
Yeah. True. And that is always the justification. It's Walmart. They're not going to loot. I need the money more than they do.
Yeah.
But it's still stealing all the same.
Yep.
Another aspect of the song that resonates with listeners is the companionship to criminality. The narrator happily describes his partner as 1-2, or one also, showing there's a shared bond in this deviant behavior. It's an evocative portrayal of camaraderie that defies the law, a form of intimacy that's forged in the act of mutual conspiracy. This detail in the lyrics serves a dual purpose. It not only deepens our understanding of the principal character, but also adds richness to the narrative, suggesting a shared identity and a sense of belonging through these unorthodox acts. Between the lines of rhythmic chants of ownership lies a more nuanced message, the constant repetition of mine, 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 becomes a mantra that blurs the line between possession and obsession. It brings forth an essential question: how much of our identity is tied up in what we have rather than what we are? In this light, Been Caught Stealin transforms into a metaphorical canvas, painting the picture of a culture caught in the endless cycle of wanting and taking. Jane's addiction cunningly embeds a reminder that sometimes the most honest expression of self comes from breaking away from the manic pursuit of possession.
I disagree. Because how would you know me if you did not see my decapitated pig in a jar?
True.
I mean, maybe for some people that just buy stuff like to fill a house. But for some of us, we buy stuff like decapitated pigs in jars. So I don't know what that says, but
Yeah, no, I agree. I buy things that mean something to me. Like, I don't just buy random
no.
stuff. Like, when I go on vacation, I'll never buy a magnet or a keychain or a t-shirt. I want a piece of art made by somebody locally, or like this bracelet I got on my last vacation has a stone in it that's only on that island where I was. Like, I want those kinds of things.
Yeah.
To
Now, I used to buy a souvenir for my sister wherever I went, and she did the same for me. That was like the worst souvenir you could possibly find on earth.
Yeah.
But that also means something because you put them on a shelf and people are like, oh my God, like that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. You'd be like, yes, well, my sister went to X, Y, and Z and she got it there. And they're like, what is wrong with her?
I do love a souvenir. Like, my one friend, she's Moroccan, and she went home a couple years ago, and she brought me back a Morocco magnet. But I freaking love that thing because it was in Morocco. Like, oh my God, and I have it hanging up in my office. Like, so I do love that. But for me personally, by myself, something like I don't just randomly.
No.
It needs to have meaning to me.
Yeah. I mean, I have a little again, I bought it. It's a little statue on my desk at work. That is the Grim Reaper. And he's holding a little flag that says, "Go you."
Aww.
I know. So, how would you know that I'm a weirdo if I didn't buy that?
See, and that's that crap, stupid Hallmarky stuff that I hate that my...
Right, but
Go you.
It's the Grim Reaper doing it.
I think she figured that out because she was talking about the Post-its on the mirror. I was like, I think that's a fantastic idea. I know a mom who does that for her teenage kids in the morning before they go to school, and I think that is a great way to start your kid's day. That shit doesn't work for me.
No.
They would be in my way. I would never read them.
No.
I would just tear them down and throw them out.
But do you have a Grim Reaper with a little flag?
That's what I'm saying, though. See? I might feel inspired. Maybe if I could get like a little Taylor Swift statue with a flag that said "Go you."
It's
then
my emotional support reaper is what it is called.
Perfect. I have a painting hanging in my office that my daughter painted when she was 11 years old. It's a white canvas with black, and it's very abstract looking. And I've had so many people say, "Oh, who painted that painting?" I'm like, my 11-year-old back like 12 years ago. And they're always like, "Oh, I guess it's not as impressive when you find out an 11-year." But I think it's really cool looking. Like,
well,
that's
all
what
that
I want
matters.
hanging up in there.
That's all that matters is what you think.
Yep. All right. Next, "Where Is My Mind" by the Pixies.
Okay.
You know this one.
I do.
Do you want to listen to it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. When the Pixies released "Where's My Mind" in 1988, no one could have predicted the everlasting impact that this enigmatic piece of music would have on the alternative rock scene. Layered with an infectious guitar riff, haunting chorus, and surreal lyrics, this track from their album Surfer Rosa quickly cemented its place in the pantheon of iconic songs. Yet beneath its earworm melody, "Where Is My Mind" carries with it a profound search for clarity amidst chaos, a theme that resonates with listeners even decades after its release. Diving deeper into the lyrics penned by frontman Black Francis and the swirling sonic landscape crafted by the band, we attempt to decode the existential questions that render this song as relevant today as it was at the tail end of the 80s. Recorded during a revolutionary time in music, "Where Is My Mind" emerged from the creative abyss of Black Francis's experiences. I wonder if his real first name was Black, like his Christian name, or if that was his stage name. Allegedly inspired by a scuba diving adventure in the Caribbean, the imagery employed in the song captures an otherworldly sense of disconnection, a point when the metaphysical and aquatic realms collide, which sounds fantastic.
Certainly does.
Black Francis's distinctive yowl and the of quiet verses against the loud raucous chorus reflect the Pixies' trailblazing dynamic shifts, which influenced the emerging grunge scene and bands like Nirvana. It's a masterclass in controlled musical explosion, simulating the mental collapse of the lyrics speak of. While the surface narrative takes us through an encounter with talking fish, the true essence of "Where Is My Mind" lies in its reflection of human disorientation and mental fragility. We can relate to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a metaphorical musing on the human condition, echoed by the sensation of feeling small and overwhelmed by the vastness of the world, or the ocean, as the analogy goes. For some, the rhetorical question, "Where is my mind?" functions as an exploration of identity and consciousness. For others, it's an anthem of alienation, an apt soundtrack for moments when the ground beneath them seems to fall away. Joey Santiago's reverb-laden guitar lines provide a sonic foundation that is as bewildering as it is beautiful. It's a riff that veers on the edge of instability, much like the mental state in question, conveying a sense of buoyancy, almost mimicking floating or swimming. Kim Deal's bass and David Lovering's drums build upon this with a steadiness that contrasts the song's lyrical volatility, creating a perfectly balanced dichotomy.
There you go.
See, you can't catch me.
Nope.
Instrumentation becomes a character in itself, raising the question of one's mind as much as the words do. Your head will collapse and there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, "Where is my mind?" This emphatic line serves as the fulcrum around which the entire song teeters. It encapsulates the existential crisis and cognitive overload that can often paralyze us.
Something I say almost literally every day.
Oh, yeah?
Where is my mind?
The repeated refrain, way out in the water, see it swimming, allows listeners to visualize the mind as an entity separate from themselves, adrift and elusive.
I didn't need the song to have that happen.
It's a haunting reminder of the pursuit for meaning and the understanding within our own psyche. The cultural penetration of Where's My Mind is undeniable. It found renewed fame with its inclusion in the climax of the semi-annual film, or seminal film. My tired brain. Where is my mind? The seminal film Fight Club, tapping into Gen X's sense of disillusionment. I don't know if I've ever seen Fight Club.
I haven't.
I know what happens there you don't talk about, but
I don't even watch it.
Yeah.
I took it so seriously.
Yes. I was
didn't
afraid
even watch it.
I couldn't not tell what happened at Fight Club. So I just live in bliss. Yep. Today, it continues to be covered, sampled, and revered, signaling its timelessness in the universal search for self in a convoluted world. The song's ability to straddle the line between raw energy and reflective questioning has marked it out as endlessly fascinating. As listeners, we keep coming back to it, hoping to find the answer to the recurring question, or perhaps simply to find comfort in knowing that the search for one's mind is a shared experience. So, yeah, that's
awesome.
That was my little... I just wanted to keep it real Gen X this week.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real, kids.
Wanted to share some of my favorite songs. I have been listening to a lot more 90s stuff here lately for some reason. So
I go through phases where I listen to more 90s stuff. And
the problem is I listen to it on like Spotify and stuff, and the playlists are so lame.
And they play the same damn songs over and over.
Every
and over.
playlist has the same songs on it, and all the songs on it are ones that they wore out back when we were listening to them. So you have to actually go in, like, I'll try to find, like, if some obscure band or song does come up, I'm like, all right, let's find that playlist.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can get some new stuff, but it is tricky. And then me trying to remember, especially in the 90s, there were so many bands, and they all named their songs weird things. And I don't remember what they all were, but but sometimes I will hear one. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. I love that song.
Yeah.
So
that happens too. I'll hear something and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. But clicking on 90s playlist is usually not.
It's not
very good.
No. And the Amazon, the Alexa plays too much differentness in the 90s. If you just ask her to play the 90s, it's like all over the place.
And then even to back up that obscurity of these songs at this point that were so big back then, even when I was Googling these songs to like find stuff to write about them, that song would be like 12 things down on the list.
Yeah.
And I could have literally typed in the song and the band that did it, and it was still like so far down because you can't possibly be talking about this. Like, that was so long ago.
What are you doing? How are you on the internet being that old?
I'm like, man, Google doesn't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
Google was there.
Right?
Google was forming at that time.
In utero. Making that Nirvana reference.
Yeah. Bringing it back.
All right, we're punch drunk. It's time to wrap this up. We've save these poor people from
rambled on for an hour and 20 minutes. So.
We have.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, Nicole, for the lovely script. You have me back again next week.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what I'm going to do. So
I think that's where my writer's block came from, was I had to do 2 weeks in a row. I was like, 2 weeks in a row is too much.
Too many.
I'm glad we alternate because that was a lot.
It was a lot. Thanks for listening. Find us where you find the podcast, the Roonies. At the socials at Like Whatever Pod.
Please.
We got a website.
We do.
LikeWhateverPod.com. We have a YouTube, Like Whatever. We have socials, I said. We have all the things. Like, share, rate, review. That bumps us up. If you have, these are so hard. If you have a favorite grunge song that you would like to tell us about, you can tell us like whatever pod@gmail.com or don't like whatever.
Whatever. Bye.